Hello class, this is your instructor Ekaterina Beethoven, and today I would like to give you some tips on peer workshop. While reviewing the work of others, we usually concentrate on the negative aspects of the story. However, it is very important to also mention what works. In her article on providing feedback on writer's workshop, Tiffany Allen writes that negative criticism is only half of the benefit a writer can actually reap from a peer review. Pointing out the author's strengths will help him or her develop them and improve their overall writing style. My recommendation is to start your feedback with the positive part, then move on onto the story's weaknesses, and then end your response with some words of encouragement and maybe even praise. In your textbook, you can find a great quote by American author Flannery O'Connor. It is always wrong, of course, to say you can't do this or you can't do that in fiction. You can do pretty much anything you can get away with, but nobody has ever gotten away with much. The way I see it, if somebody breaks the rules intentionally, then this disobedience serves as a specific stylistic device. For instance, if there is zero to none setting description, but it is a part of a great mystery in the book, then it is justified. However, if the author simply forgot to include setting, then we can see it as a story flaw. Also, please try to be specific in peer workshops. For instance, when I was a student, I received a feedback where my peer told me that I was writing like a high school student. Well, what does exactly this mean? Was my thesis too broad? Were my sentences too simplistic? Please try to avoid derogatory labels or vague feedback like that. Also remember that this is not your work. Once I received the feedback that I had to change pretty much everything in my story, from the names of my characters to what they were wearing. However, if I did that, it wouldn't be my story anymore. So please remember, this is the work of others, and you're just making suggestions. Few tips on receiving feedback. Even if you think that you gotten bad feedback that you can't use, this is your choice. You can exclude this feedback. But please don't be upset and don't try to reply in some nasty comments. Remember that this person took the time and effort to review your work instead of reviewing the work of somebody else, or maybe going out, maybe playing a video game. So be grateful for the time that this person spent to review the work. Another thing is that if you want to be a writer, you do need to be prepared to receive some negative feedback. So this is your golden opportunity to build on that thick author's skin. Well, I hope this was helpful, and we'll see you soon in this week's discussion.